Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Saturday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's weekend going? Shout out to the folks in the chat. I hope you all are getting to relax this weekend and do some fun activities. Hopefully the weather is nice where you are. I know the weather's nice in my area, so I'm loving the weather in my area right now. But shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. So we have game 2 tonight between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Yankees. Let's see what happens tonight. Yesterday's loss, we'll talk about it. It was a pretty bad one. It was an ugly one. I don't want to say bad, but it was a heartbreak. It was a heartbreak. But shout out to the folks in the chat. Who do we have in the chat? We got John the Beagle Dad, Jonathan, Buckeye, Desiree, Petruzzi, Chia. Ace is in the building. Make sure you go check out my boy Ace. I think he's doing the play-by-play. What up there, bro? What's going on? Dev is in the building. Yassine is in the building. What is up? What is up? What is up? What's going on? But yeah, shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you're new to the channel, let's continue growing this channel out and keep sharing it, folks. Spread the word. What up, Blue? How's it going? What's up? What's up? So the lineup is out. We'll talk about the lineup and we'll get into the fun stuff, to the prediction stuff. So we'll talk about all that. But last night's game, yeah, not great. What's up, Sean Browning? Last night's game was pretty lame. But this series is by no means was it going to be easy. I mean, this wasn't going to be an easy series by no stretch. You knew it was going to be a tough series, right? I mean, it's two really good baseball teams, almost similar records, right? And they're both at the top of their own divisions, right? The Dodgers are in first place in the NL West. The Yankees are in first place in the AL East. And the Yankees had a good lead going. They had some guys hitting some home runs. Judge, Grisham, Austin Wells, getting the Yankees on the board. Ohtani had a couple of homers himself yesterday. The Dodgers bats, they didn't give up. And Max Fried, for as good as he's been, they had his number. Right, plain and simple. The Dodgers bats had their number, and they didn't give up. They just kept, battling against Max Fried, and eventually Max Fried did not have a great outing. That was his first bad outing of the season, which was bound to happen at some point, right? I mean, he's been so good. It was bound to happen, and it happened against a very good Dodgers team. Right, despite the injuries to the Dodgers, that's still a team you don't sleep on, right? They could still, I hate to say it, they could still go back to the World Series and do it all over again, right? They could do it all over again. I know a lot of fans are, they were so pissed off and upset about the game, and we're almost trying to, pin this on Boone, which I don't understand why. What's up, Sco? Again, Fried didn't have a great outing, right? That was his first bad outing of the season. He gave up 6 runs. So the bats had his number. It just wasn't Max Fried's night. The loss yesterday, it happens. It happens. What up there, Frederick? How's it going? But the bullpen came in. Yeah, they couldn't exactly hold it down. I know a lot of folks I know there was some folks out there that were questioning Aaron Boone and why he brought in Yariel De Los Santos. But the way I see it is, yeah, you could have maybe brought in Ian Hamilton. Maybe you could have brought in Mark Leiter Jr. But Ian Hamilton hasn't really been that great this season, right? He hasn't really had solid outings. I don't know what's going on with him, but he hasn't. Mark Leiter Jr. Mark Leiter Jr. has been great as of recent, but he still gets a lot of heat from the fans. And for one reason or another, not a lot of fans are that fond of Mark Leiter Jr. But he put in Yariel De Los Santos, and there was some question marks about that. Folks were questioning why Yariel De Los Santos. I mean, he was a fresh arm. The whole bullpen was fresh, and you got to be able to depend on the guys that are on the team. You got to be able to trust them to bring them in, and hopefully they could get the job done. You don't want to keep relying on the same guys over and over again, because then you're just going to burn them out, which is something that's been said right by a lot of people, that guys who get overused, they eventually feel burnt out. So you got to be able to mix it up. You got to be able to bring guys in certain situations. You got to be able to trust that they could close out an inning or close out a game, right? So you do what you got to do. And shout out to Sco there for the 99-cent super sticker. Thank you so much. You get one of these. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. But there was definitely all this folks out there talking about Aaron Boone can't run doesn't know how to manage a bullpen, which I suppose if he didn't know how to manage a bullpen, I don't think this team would be in first place. I don't think their record would be what it is. And their record should be worse, and they should be a third or fourth place team. So, and keep in mind, this is a bullpen that's incomplete. The Yankees bullpen is still not 100% there. And, speaking of bullpen, Fernando Cruz, right? He was pitching off the mound today. If everything goes according to plan, he should be back Tuesday for when the Yankees get back home, when they host Cleveland Guardians. All right. And also, Marcus Stroman was throwing off the mound too, although I highly doubt Marcus Stroman will be back in the rotation in any way, shape, or form. But they will, I'm sure he'll be a bullpen piece of some sort. I mean, there's no way that guy's going to get back into the rotation. And Yasin, I mean, the Yankees didn't take advantage of the Dodgers' depleted bullpen. They didn't. Yeah, the bats just didn't. They came through early on in the game, but later in the game, they just couldn't manage. Right? They just couldn't get anything going. But again, it's baseball. You never know how things are going to go. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, I know a lot of folks are, out there acting like this is like some sort of World Series. It's a potential World Series matchup. I mean, these two teams could meet again this year, but this isn't like a revenge of the World Series, because this is not the World Series. This is May. We're in the month of May. The World Series is not being played right now. These are regular season games. Sco saying, or people are panicking in May or June. Dude. I mean, it's we're still in May. Right. I mean, today's the last day. Tomorrow's June 1st. We have the baseball hasn't even been like games that half the season has not been played yet. So I don't know why people keep getting into these this panic mode. Yeah, you're talking about Augustin Ramirez. He is killing it, dude. He's absolutely killing it. Good for him. Good for him. I was sad to see him get traded, but the Yankees got Jazz Chisum in return, which, I mean, was good at the time. and why the trade went down and why it was Augustine Ramirez is understandable. And it's one of those things where, if you got to get something good, if you want something good, you got to give up something good. That's the reality of trades. And sometimes it's a sad reality. You don't want to see guys go, but you gotta do what you think is best for the team. Right. So, I mean, that's, Yankees front office. Yeah, 3 dead spots. I mean, third base, second base, catcher. I know the catcher position is a bit of a question mark. Yes, second base, third base. I mean, you're gonna get Jazz back. At probably next week, right? I think Jazz is supposed to be back. I think for the series against Cleveland. Sounds like he's gonna play third base. I prefer him at second, but I think he'll do fine. He'll do fine at third base. I don't think it's going to be an issue for him. But if they were to go out and get a third baseman, I mean, again, I'm not going to get into it right now. Well, I'll talk a little bit more about that as we get closer towards the deadline. Who's out there? There's only a few names. Second base could be an option, right? There might be some guys at second base that they could look at. But again, I'm going to, there's a couple of names that I have in mind. And no, one of them is not Nolan Arenado. That's definitely not going to happen. So I don't see that happening. But yeah, all things considered, though, I mean, yeah, this team is, they still have a good record despite the injuries and despite a couple of the holes on the team. And it's also worth mentioning too that during Jazz's injury, the Yankees called up Vivas, right? I remember the last couple of times Vivas got called up and he just rode the bench, and a lot of fans were so pissed off because he didn't get to play a game and he just rode the bench, and they were mad at Boone for it. And, look, he's gotten a lot of playing time. Has he been great at the plate? No. But was I expecting him to just absolutely kill it? No, because, hitting at the major league level, as opposed to the minor league level, it's going to be different worlds. Yeah, you might be putting up great numbers in the minor leagues, but is that going to necessarily translate right away if you get called up to the major league roster? No. So that's pro status at that point. Now you're facing the big guns. You're facing against the big teams. And that's not a knock on Vivas. I think Vivas has potential. It's just he still has, there's still a lot for him to develop and still learn, right? And I hope it works out for him. What's up, Joe? How's it going, man? Good to see you. I think we're going to be okay too there, Sco. I think we're going to be okay too. I mean, guess what? The Yankees are going to lose games. That's just the reality of it. So, I mean, if you were expecting, and I say this as a joke, but if anybody was expecting this team to go 162-0, then you should already give up on the season. Yeah, but Yasin, without Mookie Betts, man, I mean, that's still a good lineup. They still have Freddie Freeman. They got Shohei Ohtani. I mean, they still have a solid lineup. I mean, their lineup is not to sleep on. There's guys in that lineup that can hit. So, let's not discredit their lineup. This is a really good Dodgers team, and they made it happen last night. It just wasn't the Yankees' night. They had it all figured out, but now, let's just see what they do tonight. Maybe they have a better outing with Will Warren on the mound. Maybe Will Warren has a fantastic start. You just never know. Baseball is a funny game. I mean, and I know I've said it several times already, but recently the Dodgers got swept by the Angels. How does that happen? And I've asked this question before. And how does it happen? But nobody seems to answer me that question. Like, how did the Dodgers get swept by the freaking Angels? The Angels are not a great team, but hey, things happen. It's baseball, right? Baseball is a funny sport. And Roy Estrada, I haven't seen you in a while, man. What's up? He says, Yankee fans, this is a game you should win. Knack throws meatballs, so balls leaving the yard. Only problem, Warren needs to shut down. Well, this is what I was talking about with the Dodgers offense, right? It's just, Warren has it's going to be a challenge for him. It'll be a new challenge for him. And they're definitely not. These are not the same teams in October. You're absolutely correct about that. You are not wrong about that, Roy. Yeah, the Mets are going to lose games. This is baseball. I mean, this is coming from you as a Mets fan. Freddie Freeman, yeah, I mean, he's killing the Yankees. We got Dodgers Explicit. What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. He says, "What up, bro? Good luck tonight." Knack is BP. Yeah, like I said, man, it's a game that the Yankees should win, but once again, you never know what's going to happen. I thought the Yankees honestly were going to win last night, but they didn't. It just wasn't their night. And but yeah, let's hope but let's hope the Yankees can win tonight. I mean, hopefully if they lose tonight, hopefully they don't get swept, but I don't believe the Yankees have gotten swept yet this season. I know they've lost some series, but let's just hope that they don't get swept by the Dodgers. So let's see what happens. And the Mets beat the Dodgers and the Mets offense is boot. Yeah, well, exactly, Skull. Once again, like you said, it's baseball, right? The Marlins would have probably easily taken Wells over Augustine. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. And Dodgers Explicit coming through saying, yeah, Gonsolin, thank God. Stop the damage. Must win tonight for you guys with the 2025 NL Cy Young winner on the mound tomorrow. Yeah. I'm worried about tomorrow night's game. I mean, for sure. I mean, y'all have Yamamoto pitching for you guys, and it's going to be Ryan Yarbrough for us. So it should be a interesting matchup. Yankees bats. I mean, they need to have some sort of answer for Yamamoto, but again, let's see what happens. Yeah, well, it's going to be some pressure on Warren, but hopefully he can keep cool, calm, and collected like he has been. And let's just see what he does. Let's hope he can come through and make something happen. Oh, Cold Italian Pizza, how you doing? How you doing? What's up there, Cold Italian? What's going on? Yeah, we don't have the firepower to match the Dodgers. Wait until their starting pitching comes back. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know they got a bunch of their guys on the IL. When did those guys come back? I don't know, but quite a few of those guys are hurt. So, again, it's just it's playing smart baseball, really. I mean, that's what it's going to boil down to. You just hope that Warren has a good start. And let's see what happens. What's Roy saying here? To be honest, the Dodgers always hit Fried pretty good when he was with the Braves. His numbers are skewed because he pitches in weak AL last playoffs. Yeah, but the Dodgers are familiar with him. I mean, all those years playing for the Braves, playing in the National League. They're familiar with him. They're familiar with him. That's the thing with the Braves and Max Fried. I mean, yeah, the AL is not the strongest. It's definitely not strong compared to the NL. The NL is definitely strong, but if he was as bad of a pitcher, I mean, I know you're saying to check his performance from the last playoffs, it's not good, but I suppose if he was not a great pitcher or a bad pitcher, I mean, I don't think he would be having these type of numbers right now, so that's just my take on it, Roy. But again, I respect your opinion. And what's up there, Real Bill? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Once again, folks, make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. Let's continue growing this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. And this isn't just for like Yankee fans. If you're a fan of another team, come on in. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could talk about your team too. I know I got other fan bases in here, but let's talk about tonight's lineup. Let's talk about tonight's lineup. I'll pull up the lineup real quick, and I want to get everybody's thoughts. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I got to figure out the Dodgers there at T85. You're not wrong there. But let's see what happens. Let's see what we got here. Let's pull up the lineup for the New York Yankees. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. So here's the lineup right here, folks. Let me know what you all think. Trent Grisham leading things off. He'll be playing center field. Aaron Judge is going to be DHing today. He'll be batting second. Cody Bellinger batting third. He'll be playing right field. Paul Goldschmidt batting cleanup. He'll be playing first base. Jason Dominguez, the Martian, is playing in tonight's game. He'll be batting fifth. He'll be playing left field. Anthony Volpe will be batting sixth. He'll be playing shortstop. Austin Wells is at the dish, so no JC Escara. He'll be batting seventh. And then DJ LeMahieu is batting eighth. He'll be playing second base. And then Yorbit Vivas is batting ninth. He'll be playing third base. And on the mound today, folks, it is Will Warren. Let me know what you all think about this lineup. Would you have changed anything about this lineup? Let me get everybody's thoughts on this. Beagle Dad says he would have switched Volpe and Vivas. I'm not so sure about that, man. I'm not so sure about that. And Joe says the bottom is where we lose the game, is what he's saying. Yeah, the bottom of the lineup needs to be better. I mean, the 7, 8, 9, Wells, LeMahieu, Vivas, those guys need to start coming up. I mean, Wells hit a home run yesterday. It was great, but that 7 through 9 needs to make something happen. I like the 1 through 5. And Volpe at 6. Volpe's been all right as of late, but there still needs to be more of that consistency with him. So, but yes, I do agree that we do need more production out of the lineup. The bottom of the lineup, that is. So let's hope that the bottom of the lineup can make something happen today. Hopefully the Yankees can come through in tonight's game and avoid the series loss, and then hopefully go for the series win tomorrow. Even though the pitching matchup tomorrow is going to be tough. Yarbrough and versus Yamamoto. And Cold Italian says, of course, I want the Yankees to take the next two games, but I wouldn't be too upset if we take one. Yeah, for sure. I mean, losing series sucks, but if you have after beating Colorado 2 out of 3, and then you swept the Angels, that puts what is the, and then they lost a game last night. Even if they were to lose tonight and then win tomorrow, or lose tonight and win tomorrow, or win tonight and lose tomorrow, so whichever, I would still say that the Yankees had a good West Coast trip. A West Coast road trip, but it's but it always sucks losing series, right? And I hope the Yankees don't lose the series. They've been on a 7-game series winning streak, so you'd love to see it. But that's your lineup right there, folks. And my man Rodney is in the building. What up, dude? How's it going? Buckeye is saying 8 and 9 need on base hitters, so when Judge is at bat, has protection and the possibility. Yeah. Agreed. You're absolutely right. They need to make it happen. Rodney says he doesn't get the game. It's on Fox, so you don't get the game? For real? Okay. How come you don't get the game, bro? But that is your lineup, right, for tonight, folks. But let's get into these predictions. What's that? Yasin saying you saw that Apple TV was playing Judge drop catch in center field. I didn't watch the game yesterday because I don't have Oh, you got the freaking Oh my God, Rodney. Jeez. Oh, you don't get the game either? It might be on MLB TV there, Desiree. I'm not sure. It might be on MLB TV. It's possible. It's possible. But let's get into these. Let's get into these predictions. Let's get into these predictions. Yeah, it's on Fox today. It should be. I thought it'd be nationally televised, but maybe not. Maybe not. So, yeah. Let's get into these predictions, though, people. For Will Warren tonight, folks, against the Los Angeles Dodgers. What do you all think Will Warren does tonight? Does he? Does he? How many innings? How many strikeouts? How many walks? How many runs does he give up? I mean, this is going to be a big challenge for him. What do you all think Will Warren does tonight? Jake, what's up? He says, I don't know why I'm so nervous. Warren is going to crumble under pressure. Trying to be optimistic, though. I understand, Jake. I understand. Let's see. Will goes 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. Yasin is going 6 innings, 3 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. Robert is saying that the Yankees will bounce back. I hope so. Lou is saying 5 innings, 4 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Buckeye is saying 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. Yeah, I'm going to, Warren, man, these bats, the bats for the Dodgers, they're good, man. They lay out Ohtani in the batter's box. Judge gets brushed back all the time. Yeah, for real. Ronnie's going 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 runs. Okay. I'm gonna give Warren. I'm gonna give him 5 1/3. I think he'll get 5 strikeouts. He'll go couple of walks. I think he'll give up 2 runs. That's going to be my prediction for Will Warren. Mac Miles says 6 innings. Okay, 6 innings. How many strikeouts? How many walks? How many runs, man? What do you think? What do you think he does? But I think Warren will go 5 1/3. That's my prediction for Will Warren. Any other predictions for Will Warren before we move on to the next? Let me know what your predictions are for Will Warren. Sean Browning's going 6 strong, 4 hits, 1 run, 7 strikeouts, couple of walks for Will Warren. Okay. Yeah, I see a few of you are going 6 innings for him. Looks like a couple of you are going 5 innings. I'm giving him 5 1/3. Just because of the lineup. But I hope he surprises us, man. I really do. I hope Will Warren does surprise us. So let's hope for the best for Will Warren. But any other predictions for Warren, let me know, and then we'll move on to the next. All right, let's get into the home run predictions, people. Oh, Desiree coming through. She's saying 6 innings, 3 walks, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts. Okay, I like those numbers. Those are good numbers. There you go. Those are good numbers. But let's talk about home runs, people. Let's talk about home run numbers. Who hits a home run tonight? Which Yankee players are hitting a home run tonight? And just for the heck of it, I mean, do we think anybody on the Dodgers is going to hit a home run tonight? I mean, I know some folks will say, who cares about the Dodgers? But hey. So Beagle's saying Judge. Lou is saying Judge. John is also saying Ohtani. Yeah, Ohtani might actually hit one. Desiree's saying Judge. Yeah, I think Judge will hit one tonight. I had 2 out of my 3 predictions right yesterday because last night, yeah, I knew you were going to say it, Rodney. I was waiting for it. Last night I predicted Judge, Bellinger, and Wells, and I had 2 out of the 3 right. But I think tonight I'm gonna go Judge again. I'm going to go Judge. I'm not going to guess Bellinger this time. I'm going to go Judge, Martian, and you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say it, and I might get some heat for it. I'm going to say DJ LeMahieu. So I'm going to go Judge. I'm going to go Judge, Martian, and LeMahieu. Judge and Freeman. I could definitely see Freeman. Volpe drives in 2 RBIs. Judge and the Martian is what Buckeye's saying. Sweet. Martian 2, Judge, Bellinger, and Dominguez. No doubt. No doubt. Vivas and the Martian for a home run and Judge. Okay. Browning is going Judge, Volpe, Bellinger. This team, question should be how many RBIs will this team get this game? I mean, how many run? Well, we'll get into that score prediction here in momentarily. Yeah, Vivas was close last night. Judge, Wells, and Bellinger for Yassin. Those were my predictions yesterday. Ronnie's saying Judge is going to go homer twice, and he's saying Belly and Dominguez against Knack in the World Series. That's right. Yeah, he did, didn't he? For sure. All right. So, any other home run predictions? Let me know. We'll move on to the next. We'll get into the double plays. I don't know if the Yankees hit into any double plays last night. Couldn't really watch the game. I was trying to follow like the highlights. Robert saying Judge, and Judge. But double plays, people. How many double plays did the Yankees hit into? What do we got for double plays? Volpe hit into a double play yesterday. Yeah. Where's Susan? I want to get Susan's thoughts on this. How about how many do you leave on base? Yeah, I know they left a lot of guys on base. So Ronnie's going 3 double plays. I'm gonna say 2 double plays. I'll say 2. I think they're gonna hit into 2 double plays. Yasin's going 2 double plays. Desiree's going 2 double plays. All right. Buckeye's saying did they leave 8 men on base, or are you saying they're going to leave 8 men on base tonight there, Buckeye? Yeah, I don't know where Brooklyn is. Yo, Infernus, what up, man? What's going on, bro? How's it going? Oh, you're saying the Yankees are going to leave 8 men on base tonight. Okay. So you think they'll leave 8 men on base tonight? That's wow. All right. That's brutal. I mean, it's entirely possible, but yeah. Buckeye's right, 5 or 6. Okay, Ronnie's going 5 or 6. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm going two double plays. Robert's saying too many double plays. Oh boy. But I'll say I'm going with 2. I'm going to go with 2 double plays. Let's talk final score, people. What's going to be the score of tonight's game? What's going to be the score of tonight's game? What do we got for the score? Last night was 8-5, and yo, shout out to my man Infernus with the $9.99 super chat. You are the man. Much. Thank you. Says, what's up, brother? Missed you guys last couple of days. Go Yanks. Let's do this, bro. Shout out to my man Infernus for it with the $9.99 super chat. You're awesome. Yeah, I know. I get to do the play-by-play tonight, and I haven't done any this week except on Monday. Finally, playing a game at a time where I'm able to do the play-by-play, and it works out with my schedule. So that makes me very happy. 8-2 Dodgers. You hate to say it. I understand. I get it. Buckeyes going 7-3. Yanks. Ronnie's going 9-3. 7-5. Yeah. 8-4 from Desiree. Okay. Silogasm says that Warren will deal tonight. I hope you're right, man. I think I'm giving him 5 1/3 tonight, just because of the bats. But hopefully he surprises us. Lou is going 7-6. I'm gonna go 6-5. I'm gonna go 6-5. That's gonna be my prediction for tonight's game. It's like they up, not up late. For real, bro. Oh man. I mean, again, the Dodgers are a team you don't sleep on. You just don't sleep on those guys. Even when the Yankees were up 5-2, I'm just like you just don't sleep on them. It was still early in the game. There was a possibility of them coming back. You just don't count those guys out. Sean Browning's going 7-2. Okay. I'm going to go 6-5. That's going to be my prediction for tonight's game. I know the Yankees put up 5. I think they'll put up 6 tonight. So, it's going to be an interesting game, folks. It's going to be a good game. Again, Knack has never played against the Yankees bats. Let me see the matchups here. Yeah, no, he's never faced the Yankees, and Warren. It's going to be Warren's first time. Will Warren's first time facing the Dodgers. So big test coming up for both starting pitchers. So far, it seems to be a jinx as soon as the Yankees score 5. Oh boy, 13-5 Yankees. Yeah, Knicks game tonight. So let's just hope it's a good success for both New York teams. Knack can face the Yankees as a reliever in the World Series. Okay. I was just looking at the matchups real quick there, Yasin, and it says New York Yankees versus Knack, and there doesn't seem to be any numbers available. So, of like the players facing him. West Coast games are like free baseball. We stink at that. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. What about the man in Colorado? Hey, I may live in Colorado there, Robert, but I'm a New Yorker. I was born and raised in New York, and that'll nothing changes with that. So just throwing that out there. Yeah, exactly. After tomorrow, that's the last West Coast Yankees trip. The furthest that they're going to travel is, going to be like Texas, Kansas City. But yeah, the West Coast games are done. The West Coast games are done for the Yankees. So they had 2 in this month, 2 West Coast trips this month, which I thought was crazy, but it's done. It's over. Texas and Kansas City are going to be like the furthest they're going to travel. Yeah, back to regular schedule, man. Knicks in 7. I hope you're right there. Boone doesn't know how to make managerial decisions in high leverage situations. Yeah, but once again, Silogasm, I honestly, man, if Boone was as bad with the managerial decisions, not that I'm saying I always agree with him because I don't. But if every decision he made was a bad one in high leverage situations, I don't think their record would be what it is, man. I really don't. I think their record would be a lot worse. And a lot of folks going into the season thought that this would, they were going to be like a 3rd or 4th place team. So, the players have a responsibility. They still have to go out there and perform. They're getting paid to do their jobs. So, you gotta be able to depend on the guys that are on your team. They got to step up. Yeah, there's a bunch of Red Sox games coming up. June is going to be, it's still not going to be an easy month by any means. Monday the Yankees are off, but I'm going to do like a monthly recap, kind of talking about the Yankees games, and we'll talk about the June lineup, the June games too. So yeah, Silo, you're right. We do need another right-handed bat. Hopefully, they got some names in mind, either for second base or third base. You know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully they have some names in mind. Yeah, the Red Sox stink. I mean, they're last place. They're in the basement in the AL East, but once again, it's one of those things where I'm not going to sleep on the Red Sox, because whenever the Yankees and Red Sox play each other, when it's AL East rivals, man, they're always gonna play the Yankees hard. It's never easy. So you don't sleep on any bat on any of the teams, because you never know what they're going to do. Robert says Stanton right-handed bat. Yeah, I mean Stanton's coming. He'll be back. Which speaking of which, Giancarlo Stanton, he's also been rehabbing as well. And I know, according to Brian Hogue, this is what he tweeted on X. He said Giancarlo Stanton is in Tampa, where he got 6 to 7 at bats today. He'll continue doing that through the weekend. Maybe a rehab assignment, maybe more Tampa work after that. So at some point he's continuing the healing process. He's going through the workouts, and I think that he we'll be back probably towards the end of the month, maybe in June, or not. Excuse me, at end of June or probably early part of July. I wouldn't be surprised if he came back after the All-Star break. Red Sox always bring their A game. Yeah, I mean, big-time writers are delusional. I mean, yeah. They talk about all these trade situations or trade scenarios, and I mean, a lot of it never really comes into fruition. You never know what these yeah, well, the Red Sox do stink. You're not wrong there, Rodney, but so do the Rockies. Just throwing it out there. All right. I mean, when the Yankees lost that first game against the Rockies, a lot of the fans were up in arms, like, "Oh my God, this team sucks. How do you lose to the worst team in all of baseball? Oh my God." It's just, I'm not trying to make jokes, bro. I'm just stating facts. So take it however you want there, sir. I'm not trying to make jokes. Just stating facts. But let's get into everybody's favorite segment. Food. What's everybody eating tonight? What are you all munching on? Yes, Silogasm. I was born and raised there, but I don't live in New York anymore. I've been out of New York for a while. Rodney, I feel you. All I'm getting at is it's possible that the Yankees could lose against the Red Sox, because they lost one game against the Rockies, and everybody lost their collective minds. They acted like the season was over. Just saying, bro. Let's see. Beagle Dad is saying steak and eggs. That sounds good. Ronnie's going chili dogs. Buckeye's going potato pancakes with raspberry jam. I just got done eating Thai fried rice. Nice, Silo. I love me some fried rice. When do I see Cruz returning? Well, based on what what the Yankees are saying, if everything goes according to plan, Cruz should be activated on Tuesday when the Yankees host the Guardians. So he did have a bullpen session today. So hopefully we see him on Tuesday because the Yankees do need that guy back. They need him back. Okay, there, Beagle. Your mother's in Littleton. Yeah, Littleton's west of me. It's like southwest. It's about 40, 45 minutes, kind of depending on traffic. Rodney's saying spicy beef over rice. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Sean Browning is going hamburger and ramen. Again, I don't know when Giancarlo Stanton is returning. Again, I'll read this quote from Brian Hogue because for the record, I don't have an inside with the New York Yankees. I have no affiliation with the New York Yankees. I just give my takes, and I just whatever reports I give you, it's not directly for me. I'm quoting the people that are putting it out there. So, but Brian Hogue, once again, he put out a tweet saying that Giancarlo Stanton is in Tampa where he got 6 to 7 at-bats today. He'll continue doing that through the weekend. Maybe a rehab assignment, maybe more Tampa work after that. Aaron Boone indicated it's unlikely Stanton would be ready for MLB action next week, which I wasn't expecting him next week. I wasn't expecting him next week. But I'm saying if I had to predict, I would say the end of June, maybe early part of July. So pulled pork sandwiches and sweet potatoes. Yeah, after the All-Star break, that's could be the case. Leftover pizza from last night's loss. Hey man, aren't you getting ready for a fight and you over here eating pizza? Don't worry, I won't tell your coach there in Furnace. 6 TGIF Fridays buffalo wings with 6 blue cheese dip and my apple walnut spring mix salad with blue cheese. Damn, you're going all in there, Robert. Okay. What new airport there, Buckeye? I mean, I'm about like 30 minutes from DIA. They were, I think, building some, like extending it. I know they were doing a bunch of construction. After Memorial Day? I mean, I want to say they said that, but I'm not sure. I sure as hell wasn't expecting him after Memorial Day. Yeah, beginning of July, Jonathan, after the All-Star break. I mean, that's kind of where I'm guessing. I don't expect him back. Maybe at the end of June at best, but I don't know, man. Yeah, busted. Oh man. Ooh, starting your steak. Let's go. Speaking of fights, that airport ain't right. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna get into that right now, but yeah. There's a lot of lag with the chat. I mean, doesn't seem like my internet connection's bad or anything, so maybe something on your end. I'm not sure. But what else we doing for food? What else is everybody eating? In Furnace, you better burn all that pizza off next week there, buddy. You're going to be working extra hard during those sparring sessions. I could go somewhere. I could say something right now, Ronnie, but I won't. I'm going to leave that one alone. Oh, man. When I hit it takes a second to go after I hit enter as I am typing. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you there. Peach iced tea from Buckeye. Peach iced tea sounds really good right now. I haven't had a peach iced tea in a while. Coach is here, also pulled up to watch the game. So he's going to be monitoring what you're eating there, right, in Furnace? Oh, man. Ronnie says I'm right. I'm just trying to keep it baseball and food, man. That's all I want to do. I want to keep baseball and food, and sometimes, talk about fights. Does my coach know if I ate or, if I seem off, or like sluggish, sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, what's up, man? What, not eating good or what?" Sometimes your coach could talk. Nah, none of that, Rodney. No, 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 no. I ain't doing that here. Oh, we got Margaret, aka Miss 1000. She says she just had her lasagna. Nice. Whoa, Rodney, settle down. If you cheated with the food, no. I mean, they see me training, and then they know that I'm not like, I'm not a big guy. I'm not like overweight. Um, one of the guys I train with always calls me a little guy. So, that made men of Texas know everything y'all are eating. That's right, Buckeye. You missed saying that. I can tell. Yeah, in a little bit there, Rodney. Oh man. Settle down, Robert. Chill out. The purple numbers, that is community points. So like, I'll pull it up. Oh, appreciate the kind words there, Rodney. Hey, what's up, Robbie Garns? He says, "Hey guys, on the way to Applebee's for cheeseburger and boneless chicken wings." Nothing wrong with that, man. But they're like community points. So whoever is commenting the most or is very active, there's like a first place, second place. It's a thing of like, whoever's like the most active in the chat. And I'm trying to see. Yeah. It's just to see how active you are there in Furnace. Let me see if I could pull that up and see what it says. And looks like the Yankees, I put out a poll, 44 votes, and 77% of you said that the Yankees will avoid a series loss tonight. That's incredible. Buffalo Wild Wings, Rodney. Man, I'm so disappointed with Buffalo Wild Wings. I feel like they've fallen off big time, but that's just my opinion. Oh, shout out to the chef, man. What's up, bro? What are you cooking up, chef? I think people need some ideas from you there, buddy. Oh, you told him I'd be fooling folks? Sometimes. Yeah, B-dubs used to be good, man. I don't know what happened to him. I mean, at least here in my area, the few locations I've been to, I'm like, eh. Oh, I love me some habanero mango. I love spicy food. Robbie says the service is bad. It's gotten pretty bad. I mean, before it used to be great. Oh, shout out to Ray. What up, Ray? How's it going, man? What's going on there, bud? How's life treating you? But what's the chef cooking up? What's Chef Nick cooking up? What are you cooking up there, chef? What's the chef cooking up? Advice on food. See, Ronnie's looking for advice. I know a lot of folks in the chat. Yeah, chef says he's the food doctor. Indeed. Let me check these community points here real quick. So it looks like Buckeyes in first place with 150 points. I'll just go top 10. So Buckeye, Jonathan at number 2. Beagle is at number 3. Browning is at 4. Juice Man is at 5. And Furnace is at 6. Lou is at 7. Robert is at 8. Desiree's at 9. Yassine at 10. Sko is at 11. Robbie Garnes is at 12. Bill is at 13. Ronnie's at 14. So, I mean, hopefully that gives you all a good idea of the community leaderboard. So there you go. Yeah, it happens, Ronnie. I mean, every good pitcher is going to have their bats. They're going to have a bad outing at some point, man. It sucks, but agreed with this statement there too, Robbie. You are correct. They should be duck emojis. Oh man, here we go with the ducks. Lamb gyros with a Greek salad sauce. I love me some gyros, man. What's Chef doing? He's doing some maple chipotle duck wings on bagel truffle infused waffles. That's different. So, so Chef, I gotta ask, do you stay up trying to trying to figure out different recipes and trying to figure out what kind of food you want to try and put together? Do you like write it all on paper? Yeah, Greek food. See, like I'm partial to Turkish because that's like my heritage, but a lot of the Turkish food and Greek food is very similar. So, yep. What up, Frederick? Guardians just scored again. Okay. Is that like a big miracle? Have they not been scoring, or what's the deal? In my honest opinion, Boone may have stuck with Free too long last night. I knew him facing Otani a third time was not going to end well. Yeah, but I mean, you have to know that your starter can get those long outings. I mean, unfortunately, he went 6. Normally, I mean, he could go 7, but he just couldn't crack it. For real, Rodney? Oh, you're gonna have to go there, bro. Brewers up 17-2 against the Phillies right now. That's brutal. We were losing 5-0. It's tied. Oh! You were losing 5-0. They tied. Good. Yankees can't throw the plate over. I mean, they can't. But they shouldn't have. They can't avoid. They can't walk him either. It's not like the guys behind Otani are slouches. Too there, Jonathan. You have to be a maniac and have trauma in your life to love the stress of the kitchen. What are you trying to tell us there, Chef? Maybe it'll happen there, Rodney. Yeah, Rays up 14-3 against the Jeez, Astros are getting killed. Yeah, decent food, 45 minutes to an hour. No doubt. But I didn't realize we're almost an hour into the live stream. That's crazy. I appreciate everybody, all you guys and gals hanging out and talking baseball, talking Yankees, talking food, having some laughs. Chefs are a little off in the head, but knife skills are on point. You ain't wrong about that. Lamb and lemon potatoes. Your Greek friend made it for me. Outstanding. Okay, Margaret. Yeah, who would have thought the Rays? I mean, the AL East is like, what a surprise. What a surprise with the AL East. I mean, the Rays are in second place. Obviously, Yankees are at the top of the division. Third place. Well, actually, no. The Blue Jays right now are in second place by half a game. The Rays are in third. Red Sox are in fourth. Orioles are fifth. The Orioles, my God, what a disappointment that team is. They were like the hot team last season. Everybody talking about how they were going to take the division, but they didn't. Now they're in the basement. It's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, no, I if you had told me that the Rays would be in second place right now, I'd be like, yeah, right, okay. If you say so. If you say so. But yeah, those fans were lied to. Yeah, for real, man. It's an interesting season this year. Yes, I should be streaming there, Jacob. I should be streaming. The games will be early enough. It'll be at like a regular schedule time. 20-hour day, slept in the office, did another 20-hour day the next day, and forgot what year I was. Oh my, geez, Chef, you're putting in work there, bud. Remind me again, Chef, do you own your own restaurant or you work for somebody, or where do you work? ALE yeah, it does. It does, man. But let's see what happens tonight, right? The Yankees are facing Landon Knack, and I just want to see what he did in his last game. It was against the Mets on the 25th. He went 6 innings, struck out 5, gave up 3 runs, but only one of those was earned. And it says he got the loss for that game. And Will Warren's last outing was against the Rockies. He went 5 innings, struck out 7. He probably would have gone longer and had more strikeouts, but unfortunately, there was a rain delay. So after the rain delay was done, he did not come back out. So his day was over. For sure. Yes, Frederick. Tonight's game is on Fox, so hopefully you all get to watch it. If not, I'm doing the play-by-play tonight after 5 days. Finally, I get to do the play-by-play, so hopefully I see all of you there. Come in, pop in, say hello. Let's talk. You're on your own restaurant for 25 years, gourmet Italian. Nice, Margaret. Okay. No doubt. Piss and rain in Utah. Yeah. Yeah, for real. Yeah, it was coming down pretty good on Sunday at the game, dude. It was like almost I think it was like a 2-hour delay. Oh, Yassine, you already know they're going to talk about it. I mean, they're going to talk about the World Series. They're going to talk about it's going to be all about Ohtani. They're not going to give any credit to Judge. Whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? And that's not hating on Ohtani or anything like that. Ohtani's a fantastic player. I'm not taking anything away from him. But yeah. But that's what we got, folks. That's what we got. I am going to end the live stream here. So, guys and gals, folks in the chat, I do greatly appreciate all of you tuning in for the pregame. Thank you all so much. It does mean the world to me. I will be live for the play-by-play in about, in a little over 30 minutes. So hopefully I see you all there. Let's hope for a Yankees win tonight. But before I jump off, let me check this poll here real quick. So looks like 48 votes and 77% of you said that the Yankees would win and avoid the series loss. So I went ahead and ended that poll. And let's see that community leaderboard. Oh, snap. Desiree's number 1. She's tied for number 1, her and Buckeye. So, all right. Jonathan at number 3. All right. So Desiree and Buckeye tied for number 1. Let's freaking go. And if I might try to go to Guardians and Braves game in August. Yeah, I mean, go to as many games as you possibly can there, Frederick. If you're able to make it happen. If you're able to make it. But folks in the chat, thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to close it out. I'll see you all soon here for the play-by-play. Thank you all very, very much. You guys and gals are greatly appreciated. Make sure you all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, let's continue growing this channel out. The likes really do help out the live stream. Keep sharing this channel, folks. Share the word, spread the word, share the channel. Let's continue growing this channel. And if he said you win a cheesecake for first place, yeah, well, you'll hit up Stephen B for that one there for number one. I don't do cheesecake. I don't make cheesecake. Stephen B does. So I'll give you his contact information. But on that note, thank you all very much. You all are amazing. And as always, let's go Yankees. Let's freaking go.